You just send it
And
through Amazon.
it was Google Photos. So I have a
Google Books.
Oh, okay.
it
I
was
was
Audible. It was a book in Braille.
oh, fuck.
It was a boudoir
It
book
was a
in Braille.
hot book in Braille.
Friends.
Oh.
Look at all of our friends. Craig's here. Do you remember in
Are you gonna say Twilight? It's
yeah,
like
when he's just like, think of all the people you're hurting. Charlie? And
Charlie?
that was the only option. He's the only person on the list. If the colors weren't there, nobody else mattered. I love that so much. I love it so much.
Well, if it isn't my beautiful sister.
Hello, beautiful sister.
I feel like you don't match my energy anymore when we do that.
Sorry, well, because I feel like the
Wow, she said you don't match my energy anymore.
She's like the
You're no
vibe.
longer.
Well, did we ever explain that that was a thing that we do?
I think you've always just done it.
We've always just done it, yeah.
But it was a me and Tex thing, like the way that we talk to each other. And so she was like, "Oh, it'd be cute since it's our podcast. Let's start our podcast at the thing," because we would always call each other and just be like, do that bit for way too long.
Okay.
Just the well.
Do you know why I did the well? Like when we started it, do you know why I did it?
Well, it was a me and you thing.
It was a me and you thing, but back when we were itty bitty kids, I'm talking like you were 6, I was 12. There was a time when you and Thunder were always so theatrical, and you guys would see things in movies and then like repeat them out and about in the real world, whether the context was there or not. So anyway, one time I was making you guys like waffles. We were gonna watch Ratatouille on a summer morning,
Mhm.
and you walk in your t-shirt in chonies because you know you were like 7, and you were like, well, if it isn't Tex, because that's my born name.
There's no way I said that.
And I looked at you and I was like, you act like I'm in trouble, like I'm making you breakfast, like why did you say that to me? And I remember doing it back to you one time and it made you cry because you were like frustrated because you were embarrassed that you did that. Who
I
wouldn't
didn't
be?
even know that.
But yeah, you're like,
Who wouldn't be me now?
because you're no,
I
no,
don't
but
care.
when you know when like you're a kid and everything's
Everything
like
is
offensive as shit.
embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, so the next week I was just like, well, if it isn't Lumi. And you were like, stop it. And you're just so upset. So like 3 years ago, you called me and I was like, well, if it isn't my, and you're like, oh, beautiful sister, I love you, hi. And I'm like, oh, see, this is not the same Sophia that I said this to a long time ago. Anyway.
And then that weird accent, because we had a bit for a second that was Francisca Cheska.
Oh,
She was
that's a good
a
one. That's a
talk
good
show
one.
host. But we were saying that she had an accent that was like indescribable. Like we don't know
undetectable.
what it is.
Who is she?
And that's where that accent comes from. And so we would do bits of what is her name? Francisca Cheska.
Just fucking
I'm
rail on
surprised
each
we
other.
haven't talked about any of that yet.
No, we should though,
We
organically.
should at some point. But
welcome to the Extra Friends podcast.
Welcome to
I'm
the
Tex.
Extra Friends podcast. I'm Lumi.
And we're your extra friends, goddammit. We have actually a couple new faces that we've met recently. People have passed the vibe check and have joined our tribe. One of them is here with us today, and we'll have him introduce himself when we're ready to get to that point. But I guess we are here. Fuck it. Nevermore. We met this boy, this sweet boy. He was our one rando in a 4-man CS:GO comp. He passed the vibe check. We added him to the Discord, so here he is.
Extremely fast, by the way. It takes us a second to actually like people because we're a bunch of assholes.
Your extra friends, bunch of assholes.
So you're right. No, I'm kidding. Like, but it's really nice to meet people that just click with us. It's crazy. It's a lot
of fun. So Nevermore, if you'd like to take the center stage, get the hell up here. Come on up. This is when I want to have a soundboard that has like a cheering.
Woo!
Like woohoo! Nevermore, tell us about yourself. Who the hell are you?
Hello, my name is Nevermore. I am a moron on the internet. What is going on?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Would you like to lead us in our check-ins today?
Sure, why not? So for the check-ins, right, it's mostly just let's see how we're all doing today. So for myself, I am, as I might have mentioned earlier, a 2 because I don't know what is going on, but I am a comfortable 2 because I am kind of happy to be here. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm glad you're comfortable. Let's see if we can get that 2 up a little bit as we go through this adventure together. Thanks for sharing. And then roses and thorns. What was the best part of your day, week, month? Comes to mind.
Roses probably would have been, and I know this is going to be very controversial. Roses would have been losing my job, and not a lot of people are going to be happy with that. Thorns, more than likely when I had to deal with a situation where 2 different people decided, hey, we cannot live near each other anymore, so we have to get rid of each other. It was a great time.
Oh,
Who's
who was
that?
the person? Who's the someone?
So
Oh, if you
so-
feel comfortable sharing, I don't
no,
share. if you
no,
don't.
it's fine, it's fine. So my friend,
Tell me your deepest fucking darkest secret, please, now.
right? My friend who I'm going to call Yoro because he probably will find this in some way somehow. He has decided that the love of his life probably wants to kill him in his sleep. So he decided in his universal wisdom that
Been there. Done that.
right. Been there, done that. Oh no, hang on. But
Hang on,
he
wait.
decided with everything in his grand wisdom where he had not just 3 months earlier moved into a house and bought it with her, that he was going to move out and cut all ties with her. So I had to help him with that.
Off.
Pop off, I guess. That's dedication.
That's wild.
That's seeing something through and going, oopsie. that's an adult oopsie.
That's an adult
Right.
oopsie.
Ugh,
By the way,
be
if you haven't seen
better.
that video, check it out.
Oh yeah, the previous podcast was probably one of my favorites to film.
It was
Um,
fun.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your thorn. That's cool. What a good friend. Go
We
pulling
also
your friend
have
out of a bad
Tomson here.
situation.
Our
Yeah,
friend
come on in.
from
Aw.
Adult Oopsies.
From the adult oopsies. Or is.
An adult oopsie.
An adult.
It's
It's
adult
an adult
oopsie.
oopsie. That's the intro of this last podcast was I was like, what's your adult oopsie? And you're like, existing. It's just great. Do a check-in for us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Everything's been pretty good. Joey's parents actually actually I think still here, came by, and they're actually having a good time. So it's
Oh,
been pretty
fun.
good. Everything's been I guess it's my Rose. Everything so far has been, knock on wood, not so bad.
Your house is like
You
stable
have
now,
a very
right?
positive
No,
outlook on how
it
everything's
still
going.
Tori says it still has holes in the wall.
Insulation.
And
Literally.
insulation's still falling out. But it's like it's one of those roses that I've gone or thorns, I guess you'd say. It's kind of it's just been there so long you kind of gotten used to it.
Right. It's literally a thorn. It's like a thorn in your side. It's like, oh, it's there. I'm
Yeah, I
aware
mean
of
it's
it.
not the end of the world, but it's
But
just
also
it sucks, but it's cool. It's cool.
there's insulation coming out of your ceiling. Do you have like a formal like energy level and comfortability? Did you already say that?
No, so I don't. I guess I don't have like a number. It's like 1 through 10. I'm still kind of confused on this numbering
It's
scale.
either it's either like if you want to do 1 through 10. I noticed that men specifically use numbers. It's normally high, medium, or low. So it's a high energy, medium energy, or low energy.
So well, I feel like now that we've established men use numbers. Now I have to use a number.
I feel
So
kind of baited, not gonna lie.
no, I'm like, fuck, I gotta use a number now.
It's so but here's the thing, the check-ins are from, like I said before, like the check-ins are from like a therapeutic intervention technique that I use when I do like my social work stuff. And so, but I've noticed consistently that when I give like the energy levels, almost
like my
all the
numbers.
times the mom will be like, "Oh, it's like a medium," and guys will always be 8.
8, yeah, like a
It's 8.
solid number.
I'm like a solid like 13. I'm like, it's out of 10. Like, yeah. I'm like, you
Comfortability, I would say like a 7.5. I'm pretty comfortable.
pretty
I'm a
comfortable.
pretty comfortable in my skin.
that's good. Look at you. That's awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing your roses and thorn.
Um.
We have
Yeah.
Locche in spirit today. Locche started
Blessed
his first
Locke.
week of school. So I can Locche,
Congrats.
do I have a consent to guess what your check-in is for this week? Okay, he wants me to attempt to guess. And if I know him well enough, if he's using his telekinetic powers to let me know, telepathic powers, sorry. Hopefully I'm right. We'll have him comment and let us know. Loche's check-in is he's like a 5, like a right in the middle of energy level. He's focusing on his work, but he also wants to be here. So that's why he's not here. He's here in spirit. His comfortability level would be like a 7. He has some work that's due tonight that he doesn't know how to access in his classroom. So maybe like a 7
Okay.
comfortability. His Rose is starting school this week. He started his pre-med program
Are you doing a
after
check-in for Loach?
yeah, he told me I can guess and he's gonna let us know in the
Oh,
comments if he
I ran out of my
if it's
room for a
real.
second, so I didn't know where
I
we
saw that, which is why I was gonna do Loche's first.
were.
And then, um, and again, I think his thorn is he worked overnight last night and then went to school at 7 in the morning, came home and slept for maybe 40 minutes. So he's probably pretty exhausted. So that's where his thorn is. But he's overall happy. Also, it's birthday month, and we've been celebrating it like it's birthday month. So like every weekend he gets a new present or we do something fun for him. Just kind of like he did for my birthday. He made me feel so special. So happy birthday month. Lumi, go ahead with your check-in. God damn
My
it, hurry the
camera
fuck up.
quality just said
Tank.
nope. Whatever. What is
Oops.
my check-in?
Oopsie.
High energy. Very high
Period.
energy, which is
Ooh.
crazy because I haven't slept properly in like past 2. It's fun. Besides the point, I also like am in like week 3 of school and I'm doing absolute dog shit right now.
It happens.
That, but life. And then comfortability, I can't feel anything. I'm a little sore from going to the gym. So I'll probably do like
That's a
that is
fussy
my
behind you.
son. Yeah, that's my son. Um so I probably am like a medium energy or sorry, medium comfortability.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you already shared your roses and thorns too,
No, I
huh?
didn't.
Okay. Oh, I thought the
Excuse
school.
you.
The way you said you said it was dog shit. I thought that was your thorn. I'm
But
sorry.
no, well, okay, so that's a good rose is that I've had such a positive outlook on life for the past like 3 weeks. It's been great. I've had a fantastic time. Even though things have been, life is life, so things happen and you have to work around them, which is like I guess my thorn is that, life goes on and I only have so much attention for or like my attention span is only so long and I have so much stuff going on in my life. So it's kind of hard to juggle everything, but I'm having a great time nonetheless. Like I'm happier than I've been in a very long time. So
Good for you.
it's a good
Good
it's a good
for
time.
you. Good for you. I'll do a quickie guy because I'm taking up too much time. But I would say I am high energy, high comfortability, and I feel like I haven't been here in a long time. So I'm kind of excited to be here. It's kind of end of my depresso episode I was having for 2 seconds. My rose is that this week was pretty fucking easy. I cruised this week. I think I needed it from my brain to come back from whatever funk I was in. I just cruised. I did the bare minimum at work, clocked in, clocked out when I needed to, put my phone away when I needed to. And I was like, okay, this is good. I like this. And my thorn would be my internship for my master's program is very, very irritating. There's very little direction. It's just go show up at this place for an allotted amount of time and do nothing, idiot. Go to school, stupid. Spend too much money on this fucking program, idiot. So that is like my thorn. Is that's like the only thing that bothers me. Is like I feel like I can't accomplish anything there. That's on my mind sometimes. Any hoot and a holler.
Ooh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It's whatever. But I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. It happens. I don't know. School's kind of dumb. Like
School's
the
really stupid. Honestly?
Loche was telling me like 3 or 4 days ago. He's like, school is just about proving that you can put up with a lot of bullshit for a long amount of time. Kind of also a money flex.
Yeah.
So it's like you just kind of fucking you do it to say you did it to be done. But like, I don't know.
But also
I
from like a curriculum standpoint, I feel like they're just like, oh, you want to do this as like a lifelong career? Let's see if you can fucking handle it. Like, and they just throw the most dumb, like busy work at you, and you're like, I have a life. I have a life
especially
too. And you
internship.
expect me to like pay for college and pay for all these things, but then you just overload just my entire life. Like that's school isn't my whole life. Especially now because I've just been involved in so much like other shit. Like it sucks. Yeah, it sucks when it's time consuming, but then you also are like performing not the best. So, at least in
Yeah,
my
right.
case.
Right. I feel like school's cool, but I school is designed and meant for people who need school to be able to do it. Stuff like teachers and doctors. Obviously, they need to go to school to do what they need to do. But in a lot of the cases, you don't need traditional secondary education to be successful at something. Trades
Mhm.
are you could be very successful. Some people make more monies in trades than they will ever with a 4-year degree. So it's like, I don't know,
Some
this
people don't even have
pressure
trades.
of
They just their highest level of education is high school, and they get into a job and they're fucking a good
amazing.
worker.
Right, and there's continuing education in the actual field, so I'm like, I feel like school should be for that. Leadership degrees and stuff like that, I think are also very powerful when, like, you're up against another manager for a higher position or something. But also at the same time, it's like, it's if you don't need it, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, it's not for everybody, and it shouldn't be a pressure for everybody, especially when it costs so much fucking money. You know what I mean? Nevermore, did you go to school?
I did, yeah. I did 2 years in college and then said this is not for me.
God bless you. Knowing when you can pull out, that's a good skill to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise you do what I do and drag your feet.
And you're like, I'll do it tomorrow," and then you're done with the semester, and you paid for another semester.
I'll do tomorrow. Yeah. For me, because I finished my first year, I just started my second year. Crazy. Time flies when you're having not that much fun.
When
But
it's, like, really boring and, like, you're just kind of
I even had
derailed.
summer school and I was just like, this shit's stupid. I'm
Good
trying my
commentary.
best. I'm like, this shit's stupid. I'm trying my best. Because there were many times where I joked about dropping out. I'm like, I don't need this. Like I literally don't need it.
'Cause you're
It's
gonna
not
do
like
that
I'm
theater stuff.
acting, entertainment, content creating, directing, producing. Any of that shit is just interesting to me. So I've been thriving in those classes, but everything else is like biology, mm, critical reading. That's fucking hard. I think I'm dyslexic. But
Highlight
because
critical
there,
read.
there's
I'm just
I think I'm dyslexic.
um yeah, I can't read or comprehend, which is not a problem that I had before because I was like in AP classes and stuff. Now, like we'll be driving on the road and I see a Tex can literally vouch for me. We'd be driving on the road, I see like a billboard and I'm sitting there for too long trying to figure out like what the words say and they're like basic words. I feel like I'm in
It goes,
preschool.
"Car goes fast. Vroom." I don't know,
Maybe I'm
maybe it's
just
with age
tired.
too. I think you're just I think you're just tired. Ugh, yeah. If school's not for you, don't do it. It's a waste of time and money. A lot of people are very successful, small businesses, going into IT, going to a trade that doesn't require education. Like, that's perfectly fine.
I just want to talk
Perfectly fine.
about this specific person. I won't say any names. I
Oh,
work with a person and
okay.
I've known her for not very long at all, but she is one of the sweetest and the most hardworking people I've ever met. And I feel like younger me would have looked at those people and scoffed because I was an asshole. But she is like the sweetest person. She's gorgeous in every way possible. She's a mom. Doesn't look like a mom. She looks like she's probably in her late 20s, but she's got like a 20-year-old kid and she's like a little voice too. So like her sister worked the job, and then she gave up her job for her because she hadn't been working since 2008.
Same.
She was a stay-at-home mom, but she was like, I need to do something. She wanted to be productive and everything. And from the little bits of times that I've gotten to work with her, she's the sweetest person. She gives me a hug every time she's in. Only me. I think we've connected in some way, but she like gives me a big hug every time she comes in. She told me she started another job, like a full-time job on the side. On the side. Technically our job that she works with me is like the side gig. But she does so much work, and she's like, yeah, I want to be a good example for my kids, even though they're like grown up. She's just like, I want them to know, even if you stop at high school, you can still do stuff. She's such a hard worker. She like cleans this. I work at a retail store. She deep cleans that store every fucking time she's in without being asked. She'll just do it because she loves doing it. She's such a mom, and I love her. But yeah, I think about her all the time, and I'm like, man, she's one of those people that you can genuinely look up to because they do the things they do it without needing the praise. They just do it. They don't need to be recognized for it. It's their own personal incentive and goals, and yeah,
Those
she's a
people are
wonderful
above the
person.
law. She could go steal from a store and just above the law. Have you ever met people that were so kind or have done something so good where you're like, lawless? Just go for it. You rob a bank.
You
Give it
do
her.
whatever.
As
You
soon
can
as
do
it-
whatever you want. You
You can have
deserve it.
whatever you like.
Anyway, yeah, I've got to meet so many wonderful people in my life recently. I don't even know what's happening.
I think you're attracting the positivity. That
I
shit,
think
like, if you
so.
put it out, that shit comes back to you.
It's like a drug, honestly. It's like crazy. It's weird because
No, I think drugs are like drugs.
drugs are kind of like drugs.
Like drugs are drugs. Those are
Don't worry, kids. Drugs are bad until they're good.
Until they're
until
not.
great. Drugs are bad until they're great. Just kidding.
Yes.
We're not. I'm not
No,
Don't do it.
encouraging drug
don't
use.
do them. We're not encouraging drug use.
Or do it. I'm not your dad. I'm not the police. You can't do anything about it. Go for it.
We fucking got him. We found him.
Get him, boys.
Get him.
Woo!
Anyway, just
Rattle
being
'em.
positive is such a fun. And once you become like consistent with it, and it's an everyday like, oh, that's okay. Everything could be fixed. Like everything could be solved. I could do anything. All these like words of affirmation. Is that the right term?
Sure.
We'll go with it.
We'll go with it.
that's the right
Um,
one.
That's the right one word that just came out of my mouth.
That's the right one.
Words of affirmation is the whole thing.
I think that's
Yeah,
right.
it's
My brain's not working.
it's pretty. Yeah, no, I'm leaving my
Bye.
brain right now. But I
And
have good things to say. Hopefully, we'll see you back up with this
I have-
recording.
Hey guys, relax. I have good things to say. All right. And by the way,
Maybe I'm not allowed to talk anymore.
maybe
We've hit that time
Hey.
of night where I might have to mute myself.
No, you know what? You're right. You might be right thing to say. You know,
We're gonna listen back to this, and we're not gonna be making
it's
any sort of sense.
unusable. No, actually, so last time that we did the podcast with Tomson specifically, we were also a little inebriated, and I listened to that back, and it was dog shit. Just kidding. No, it was really funny. I thought it was really
It was
great.
really funny. Yeah.
We were having a good time because we were just kind of like let loose. Oh, speaking of which, I have housekeeping from the last podcast.
I'm sorry. Let loose was the thing that reminded you of this housekeeping thing.
No, I
Continue.
was saying because I remember during that podcast, I was like, are my words making sense? Like, are my sentences? And I was talking about how I accidentally sent my
Yeah.
nudes to my to an address 3 addresses ago. I don't know why it
Well,
did that. But
clarification,
oops.
it was like a photo shoot.
It was
wasn't
boudoir. Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was a
boudoir.
boudoir. It's a boudoir. Lumi didn't like that one. I got a photo book printed. You get your photos printed.
Bogos printed.
I got those photos printed into a book format for Locche's birthday. It's birthday month. And I sent it to the
Happy
wrong address.
birthday.
So Tomson had me skeptical because he was like,
Well, I'm sorry, but like as a guy, just whatever. You go, keep going.
As a guy,
I was laughing so hard at the fact because you were like, what if he did see it before he saw me and that's why he was so fucking shaky? You're like, oh my god,
Sorry, but
he's
like
here.
if
Love
a
is
girl
here.
shows up at my door after I just opened up her book of nudes and I find out she comes to my fucking house, the
It's
girl
kinda
in the books
weird.
of nudes is at my house, I would be shaking too.
you're the one from the books.
I'm like,
The
you're
one
the-
from my
You're the
dreams.
one.
You're the girl from the books.
Oh my god, can I have your autograph on your book?
But that's also like a very good gauge on whether or not he opened it.
Exactly. So here's what it's like a little update for Nevermore who wasn't here a couple weeks ago. You know, if you do get a hold of it or you get it from your locker or whatever, just send me a text. And I gave him my phone number and I told Locche that I got in the car and he's like, so if this motherfucker saw these photos, he now knows who you are, knows your name, and you gave him your fucking phone number. And I was like, hell yeah, I did. But
I was like,
okay.
damn, this man made out like a bandit. He got
no
nudes. He
kidding,
got
what?
a full like
You didn't have
welcome
to do
VIP.
anything.
Here I am. Here's my number.
That's the one.
The woman at
she's
my
it.
feet.
She's it. Yeah. No, so anyway, so I texted him the next day and I was like, hey, did you go pick up the books by chance? And he didn't respond at all. And I was like, oh fuck no. Like he opened this fucking book and he's either gonna block me or he's gonna like spread that shit. Like I like, you know, because I have followers and shit. But then on the third day, he rose again. And he texted
Rose again.
And he came from the lake, swarming with souls. I have returned.
You have been saved. So he came again on the third day, texted me and said, oh yeah, no, we totally have it. Come over whenever you can. I'm like, cool. I go pick it up. It's a sealed package. So I'm like, okay, he sealed it. But now I'm getting super paranoid because Locche and Tomson both were like, if that was me, I would find a way to seal that shit. I would find a way to
yeah.
reseal it.
Holes.
It's not hard.
But I said holes. I don't even remember what I was trying to ask.
So, quick question.
What are your favorite holes?
While she recollects herself.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, wow, my brain went too. Hang on.
She asked, "What's your favorite holes?"
Mine's the
sent it through
Niagara
Amazon?
Fall. It was.
You just sent it through Amazon.
It was Google Photos. So I have a
Google Books.
Oh, okay.
It was Audible. It was a book in Braille.
Oh, fuck.
It was a boudoir book in Braille.
Hot book in Braille.
I know we're learning so much
Never
about
read
Locche.
some-
You're blind, my friend.
Hot book
He
of Braille, the
is.
favorite Mamma Mia sequel.
I mean, you're not wrong. Locche is actually blind. Guess what kind of blind she is in the comments.
What type of blind he
Oh
is?
no.
Yeah, take a wild guess of what kind of
Can you
blind he
take a
is.
guess at the blindness at that man?
What
Because
if
he
he's
is
full
blind.
blind and you did a boudoir photo shoot? It's in Braille. It's in Braille. It's fine.
It's in Braille. He touches it and goes, oh. So I fucking A, dude.
I hate that.
Yeah, no, so they made me fucking suspicious because he's like, I would have found out a way to seal it. But it was one of those seals that you had to like peel the tab back, like almost like a box of cereal.
Like
And
a
then like
box
it's like
of
a
cereal.
Okay, yeah. There's
so
no
it
way.
was sealed.
Okay,
I'm like,
there's no way.
There's no way he saw them.
Also, there's no way he would have known what it was. Did you tell him what it was?
No, no, that would have been next
Oh.
level stupid. Like, by the way, that's a very mom thing for me to do. Like, just overshare. Like, nobody asked. Like, by the way, they're also nudes. Like, nudes. Send nudes. Oh,
If
you
you
didn't
get
pick you up, Lily.
if you get a random package from me, don't worry. It's just my nudes. You can go
Just
ahead
the
and just
nudes.
catalog
Hey,
them if you
hey,
feel so inclined.
hey, hi. So I'm really hot, and you're gonna get a photo book of my
You're
nudes.
watching Disney Channel.
Jesus.
And just give them my number. Call me. Like, what happened?
What did you
What-
need me to do? Thank you. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but okay.
Thanks.
You know that that's like a thought that every pubescent boy and or man thinks about is like they're so godly. One day they're gonna get a book of nudes to their house, and then the girl from the book of nudes will show up as well. Like that's such a
It's such a an adult film setup. You know what I'm saying?
oh.
We're leaving it in. I'm leaving it in.
Tell me why that just hit me. I heard that, and then my brain delayed by 30 seconds.
Ready? So I'm gonna count to 30. By the time I hit 15, you're
it's
gonna.
like a reward.
I love it. So yeah, that was housekeeping. As I got the book, Locche got the book, and he was very appreciative.
Mhm.
So, ladies and men and my non-binary friends, if you want to do a boudoir photo shoot, fucking do it, idiot. You got this. It's actually a lot of fun. And I have cute pictures of myself in a bathtub. Is that your Fuffy? I see.
Why
I
is he
see my
staring like
nephew.
that? Do you see that? Oh god.
He wants to go outside.
Oh
Oh my god! No way.
He looked straight up.
She's like pooped his nose. Okay, for context, because this is an audio podcast. God damn it, Lumi. Her- we have our cameras on to see each other's beautiful faces. Because the dynamic is better, we find. And her son, his name, we call him Fuffle. Well,
Uh-huh.
Truffles, but his name is Fuffle. Fuffle was behind her, and she was like, from her desk, like you could see him on the ground, and she like was pretending to like you know how like when you put your fingers in front of somebody's head, like in your
You try to
perspective,
squish
and
it?
you try to squeeze their head. She just did that with him, but like booping his chin, and then he
And
fucking
then he
like
slowly turned and looked directly
looked
to the
directly into
camera.
the camera. I wish we had that recorded. Shit! God
Oh
damn it!
yeah,
Mhm.
fuck. I'm like, yeah, we could just take that part. I'm not recording it. I'm gone. My brain's not working.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. I've been gone for a little bit. It's been a weird couple weeks. I think we talked about it last time too with you, Tomson. It was a weird couple fucking weeks. Like I feel like
Yeah.
in a cloud.
So
In a cloud of
I
just
feel
weird.
like I'm dreaming and it won't stop. Not a bad thing, but yeah.
But yeah.
That's the way that I've described it. Is it feels like a dream because it doesn't feel like me doing any of the stuff that I've done this week. Does that make any sense? Do you ever have an outer body experience?
Outer body experience?
Yeah.
Out of body experience.
Outer body.
Is that
Body
your
work
skin?
experience.
Think outside of the body.
Taco Bell. Think outside the body.
Think else.
Thank you, Taco Bell, for sponsoring this podcast.
God damn it. Why is it always fast food joints that are sponsoring?
Look at us. We're filming this through fucking Discord.
She goes, look at us.
Look at
Taco Bell wants us.
Taco Bell needs us. Our dad was the manager at
Tell me
Taco
that
Bell.
that is not the weirdest fucking thing.
Our dad was the manager.
Oh.
Wait, that our dad was a manager?
And like I
record
have
it.
horrible quality, and
He's like a
so
spirit.
it's just like dark circles, or as every male writer of a female character goes, orbs. Her fucking orbs, the dark orbs you could get lost in. Have you
Or
seen those TikToks where it's
men are
like,
writing women.
yeah, and it's bad. Like these men have, and it's typically all the
Yeah,
things
me
that
too
are
now,
like
like, what?
that are like super feminine things. They're just like things that like you have to be a woman to understand, and it's mostly those scenes that they try to write. Like I can't think of
her
one.
breasts were aroused. And it's like, what?
What?
Do you not?
Oh, I heard one. I
Have you
heard
ever
one that
touched
made
a
me
woman?
so mad. Yeah, I'm like,
Your
have you ever
breasts were
talked to a
aroused?
woman? He said
Solved my
something
brain.
like she like something about like describing how she like literally, this is so creepy, how she inserted a tampon and it aroused her. I'm like, that's not how that works.
No, that's not how that works. Also, it's just terrible. It's like they
It's
never actually
bad.
seen women before.
I don't think they have.
She titted boobily down the stairs.
Oh god.
Boobily down. Is that a legit? Don't tell me that's a word.
You guys are making my brain stop. And not in a fun way.
No.
It's not
Oh
fun.
no!
Like,
Bring back the fun.
I should
Bring
call
back
them.
fun. But no, in like seriousness, like
Oh,
I
yeah, the
don't
voice cracking up.
understand how and I am a guy. I used to write. So things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Nevermore's a
right.
fucking creative writer, dude. Like,
So to
wait,
hear
I
things
know.
like
wait.
that though just makes my entire brain go, what do you mean?
What do you mean? They've never seen a woman.
Okay, yeah. So
It's like
okay.
extremely sexist shit where it's like no pregnant woman is attractive. And I'm like, what are you
What?
saying?
Whoa,
you
what? Who
saying?
are
That was
you?
one of the lines from a book. And they're like, understandably so, because no pregnant woman is ever attractive. Like, fuck you. Who is this kid? Should we fight him? Let's
Or
fight him.
there's like her. It's like her chest, like stiffened up in excitement to see me. It's like, do
What?
you not know how breasts work? I don't think you do. Have you ever touched breasts? I don't think so.
I have.
Thanks for volunteering that information.
Thank
You say
God
it like
I
we're not
was
gonna
worried
believe
for
you.
you.
You say it like
Hey.
we're a group of bullies, and
I
like we're not gonna believe you.
I just saying. I
I've
have.
seen one once.
One time when I was in like 5th grade. No,
He was pioneering in the outer
What?
woods. That is the
Ah!
4th grade.
The fourth
Nuh-uh.
grade.
I don't like
Oh
this
my
anymore.
god.
Is this
Some
still on
never
the
liked
topic of
men writing women?
men
Yeah.
writing women. This is
We're
how it all
still on
happened.
that,
guys.
yeah.
we're still
Yeah.
on that?
So okay, so Nevermore, give us an example. If you were going to write from a woman's perspective.
Oh god.
Well,
that
first,
was
Of
the worst
anything.
decision on my world.
Anything.
Okay,
but
so
first, like yeah, like if you had to write a woman, and like what would be your first thought or concept when it's like, I'm gonna write from a perspective that I don't understand?
well, so when it came to writing, and I know this is not the same for everyone because everyone has their own mindsets and decision making. I've always had the same like walk in when I'm doing some sort of movement. What are bones? How does a body work? I'm not even messing with you. I do this every time. How does a body work? Will I, if I
What
try
are
to
those?
move an arm in a specific location, is it going to look dislocated in the reader's brain because they can't imagine what a bone does? So you
I
start
don't know.
like
Don't tell
very
me.
bare minimum bone,
can't-
muscle,
I can't imagine
and then we
what
go
a bone
tits.
does.
And then we go to
Well, you realize like when they're saying like, and then the breast came into attention. When you said that, my brain went, "What the hell?"
What?
Hey guys, I have a bone. I don't know how to use it. What does this do?
Guys, my bones. I don't trust
Yes.
babies. Too many
The
bones.
teeth. The bones of the mouth.
The elephant graveyard where the elephants go to die.
To die.
Oh, dude, that old Lion King game on the SN was it the SNES? I don't fucking know. That shit was hilarious. Oh, Sega Genesis. Thank you, Locche.
Was that the
Damn, that
one
was
with
quick.
with like the warhead at the very end?
I think so.
Okay,
It was the side
that made
scrolling
no
guy.
sense.
It didn't, but I'm like, we're here.
Where they end
We
up in
here, we
China?
queer? But in that game, like the last sound bit for the elephant graveyard was that. It was like the elephant graveyard where the elephants go to die.
To die.
To die. It feels very dynamic bantery, but I also
Yeah.
got it from actually a really small YouTube channel that I really enjoy called, I think they're called Impractical something.
Jokers.
Impractical Joker. No, because that's like a thing. I forgot
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
a thing.
called. That's like, yeah, Impractical Jokers is that prank people, right?
Yeah.
the TV prank people. Thank you, Tori.
Yeah, they prank.
Tori,
Yeah.
Tori.
She went,
Yeah.
She went, yeah.
Whoa, Ariana.
Like, Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I love it. Who are they called? They're called fuck. Who are they? Practical. I'll have to look them up. I
Yeah, I
have
have
so
no
many
idea.
people that I used to follow that were like so tiny, but they were just so funny, man. They did a series called Drunk Disney where they all got drunk and they would watch Disney movies and just commentate over them. Oh, Practical Folks. That's who they are. Practical Folks. I'm gonna tag them in this shit because they're great. But they had this whole series where they were watching Disney movies and just taking shots off of the comment section from the previous video. So it's like if they do Lion King, one of their prompts is anytime somebody says you deliberately disobey me, they would take a shot. They'd like play that game like through the whole movie
That sounds
and then
fun.
commentate. Yeah, I'll show you guys it. It's fucking great. And they did that all the way, like almost through the entire vault of Disney movies. And then they even started doing DreamWorks. Like they did Shrek at one point. And I was like, that's really cool. They did all the Star Wars. That was a lot of fun. It's a really cool channel, but I think they're rather. There used to be a lot of really, really good, super tiny channels that I followed on YouTube. There was one that we it might be really niche and you guys might not know about it. Jenna Marbles.
Yeah, Marvel.
So super niche.
Tori started laughing.
It's a
I
small
love her.
creator. Nobody knows who she is. I'm just kidding. No, I'm talking about like niche people, like the Practical Folks or like fucking Mark Crilly. Did you guys ever watch Mark Crilly videos? He did the drawing videos.
No, I didn't watch videos growing
I
up.
know Locche did. Locche, Mark Crilly? Yeah, he didn't say anything. I don't think he can hear me. Lumi, you watched Mark Crilly, right? He does the
No.
art videos. Like how to draw 100 different types of anime eyes. Or no, I think it was all eyes. I don't fucking know.
Or who's
He's
all
cool.
eyes?
I don't fucking know.
What are the other?
What are the other? Did you guys have like any favorite little baby boy channels?
Baby boy channels?
I think with
Yeah.
that phrasing, it's a little illegal.
A little bit. Okay, so let me let me
We might want to rework that one. Hang on.
I
like
grew up
any
on
small.
Ed, and Eddie.
Yes. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
That
Ed, Ed
was
and Eddie.
like
It's
the
weird.
show to watch to lose your brain cells. That was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was
Can I say something, Tomson, that
yes.
I don't want to be controversial?
Oh no.
And I might have made this joke already. And also it's not, I don't mean this is not supposed to be taken offensively.
Double D
You look like
or Ed.
you belong in that universe.
Tori's like, I disapprove.
What?
Offended.
I can't. No, but you've seen how they are like drawn and like they're all cute. I feel like we could like do like a cartoon version of
Tori does not.
Tomson.
Tori is not. She's like, what is going on? I think it. I understand. I do think I'm
It's
very.
In
not
the
cute.
nicest way. It's not meant to be
It's
offensive
not
at all.
cute.
I love
Myself
the
as
art style.
a double D, you know, nice little mixture of with an Ed,
Tori does not
with
like
Eddie,
this
a little
one.
bit of all bits.
So
So-
cute.
Am I the only one old enough to even remember the pilot for that show?
No, dude.
out?
It
Okay,
came
thank
out.
God.
Yeah,
Wait.
we're
I didn't know how old you were, so
I'm old.
Oh.
Oh,
Loche's older. He's
Loche.
27.
I said Locche's older. No one said age or anything yet.
Loche is older.
Yeah. I remember when that show like originally was coming out, and like as soon as it was even mentioned by the actual, because they used to do like the weekly updates on the Fridays. If anyone remembers that?
Yeah, they
Where
did.
like they would have like two guys just sitting at a little like Cartoon Network table, and they'd be like talking about what the next week's gonna have and who's gonna be coming up. And I remember the guy on the right side was like, I've actually sat in with the creators when they were doing this, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this one's gonna pan out as well as our other shows that are going on around
Right.
the same time. But you know, it's just new guys coming in. They're really excited to be doing this for us, so it's gonna be a really good time. and it like came out to be like one of their better shows of all time, and it just developed into its own little like even just world even within Cartoon Network, like to the point of where it's still on Boomerang now.
Right, and so the thing with that one too was that they put them in the smallest office too they had for Cartoon Network to work on it because they really just didn't have any faith that it was gonna work out.
And they really
This
did
is
have
what
the
I heard.
storyline underline everything.
Oh, yeah, they did, like, it wasn't just a mindless story of Ed being a fucking, like, uh,
Cheapskate, yeah.
a cheapskate, yeah. Also, I haven't heard the word cheapskate in, like,
Jeez.
20 years. Anyway.
Okay,
Like a
I'll
beefsteak.
just go back to my time machine.
No, that wasn't an age thing to do.
Very
I missed 2002. Yeah, they had zero faith in Ed. What other shows were on at that time? It was also,
You guys
like,
remember
Courage the
Code
Cowardly Dog,
Lyoko?
Code Lyoko, yeah, I
Code
do.
That
Lyoko,
was
I
like an
think
old one.
that one came out like a year after. If I remember right, it was like 1 or 2 years after.
It aired for a little bit, but then it stopped.
Yeah. Well, so it didn't stop. That's the thing. Code Lyoko, and a lot of people won't actually know this unless they actually look into it. Code Lyoko actually continued in overseas, just airing in the
What?
French Cartoon Network. Yeah, there's like a whole other 2 seasons that are only in French.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it didn't end well, but it's there.
It lived on.
Yeah.
So those were other shows around that time too, and then Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory is a little bit older than Ed, Edd n Eddy, right?
Yeah, it is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say like 3 years when they did the pilot, and then they took a hiatus for like 6 months,
Right,
and
and
then
then
they
they came
actually
back
started
into the
making into
season.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they changed how Eustace was, they changed Courage. They changed his full design actually from the start.
Yeah, they did. I love Courage though, he's so cute. He's
Oh, as a side note slash really, really like heartbreaking thing, Muriel's voice actress
Yeah, she
actually
passed
passed
away
away.
recently.
No.
Yeah, like not even 2 months ago now.
Oh, Muriel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she's gone.
Muriel's watching over us all from the heavens now, not just Courage.
Oh, that Nevermore. I'm gonna cry. It's so
Sorry.
sad. No, it's fine. That's so sweet. Yeah, that did happen recently. Those
Yeah.
shows were Cartoon Network was so strange,
Those
but
were
it
the
was so
shows.
fun.
Those were when things made like were good. And I know I sound like an old person when I say that, like, oh, those were the days, but those were the days.
There are some good ones that came on recently though, like past our generation shows like Gumball. Gumball is hilarious, dude.
Gumball is not for the demographic that they put it up for. Let's
No,
be
it's
honest.
not.
Like
That one in Steven Universe.
the amount of adult jokes that they're doing at the same time as like a 9-year-old is watching TV is like it
So
puts
funny.
even our generation to shame for it. But
It
it's funnier
totally
that people
does.
don't get it.
But you know what? It's because it's our generation that became the writers of that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the writers for it, but the people who are watching it, like the parents, not a clue in their head. They have no idea what's happening.
Right. It's specifically for that millennial demographic. I think it's so funny. Gumball's great. I've heard great things about Steven Universe. No, actually, it's like
Seen
really cool.
any of it?
Like,
Um,
yeah, actually.
actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Regular
actually.
regular show is like that next level Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I haven't seen like the full straight through, because I like to watch a show straight through if I'm gonna say I like completely
Right.
watched it.
Right.
I've seen bits and pieces, and like I want to get into it, but I don't know. I'm kind of like,
There is like an overarching storyline, and it makes it all but you wouldn't think there would be because it's a fucking show about a park. But there's actually like a woven storyline that gets like completed at the end, and it's really good. I watch regular show in full. I think it's on Hulu. I don't know.
I think yeah. I haven't because like I've seen bits and pieces of it, but like people are like there is an overall story and there's time within it, like all these crazy things. I'm just like I don't know. I don't know about that.
So
I
I've
haven't
actually
seen it all.
watched it in its entirety. So I will say there is, but not in the same way as other shows have like a continuous.
Right. It gets super extra meta and super
I've
supernatural.
watched
It's
Flapjack. You mean
Flapjack is pretty good. The
Flapjack
writing
was
in Flapjack is good.
I like the honestly, I like the artwork. I didn't. Not a lot of people liked it. It was all gross and grungy, like gross and just Tori
Yeah, I
didn't
wasn't
like
a
it.
fan of it either.
Tori did not like it. I liked it. I thought that I was pretty just like dirty artwork. Like yeah,
Dirty artwork.
it was just like that kind of style where it's just like it's crude.
Right. Well, so that time period, a lot of shows went that direction. Like even SpongeBob got a stricter
Fanboy
line.
and Chum Chum.
We don't talk about Fanboy and Chum.
That shit was also like what was going through these people's minds creating all these TV shows like that, like back to back of just like yuck. Like
Just
absolute
Oh
yuck.
my god, fanboy and chum. I was like, that brought a deep grossness in my head, and I looked it up, and I looked at the image, and I'm just crying at what I'm
So I
looking
want
What did
you,
you-
I want you to realize when you're looking at that image, you have to look into who actually
Streaming
made
it, I
that
think.
show.
Yeah.
You have to look into who made that show, and you have to wonder, was this just something on the back burner that they'd been working on as like a past script of just
Probably.
all of the garbage in your head? Because there's no way for
Just
like
garbage.
we're looking at the same writers and the same animators who worked on like Jimmy Neutron.
And Jimmy Neutron is fire.
It's so
Yeah.
fire.
Actual fucking.
We've
I
Jimmy
been
haven't-
Neutron was
referencing Jimmy
fire.
Neutron too many times today.
Jimmy Neutron
this
was
week,
a
sorry.
beautiful peanut head boy. I loved him.
I love Jimmy Neutron. Also, I have an Ultra Lord shirt, but it's purple flirp colored.
I feel like you should share that story. That's a really funny story.
But yeah, so I reached out to him the other day because I haven't really talked to the person that Lumi's dating. And I messaged him just to kind of, open up it was the same conversation where you were like, the text is intimidating.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to be intimidating to your person you're talking to, so I'll talk to him. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey,
I
like,
feel like that's intimidating in nature.
I suppose. But yeah, I reached out to him one on
But
one.
not when we all like talk to each other. Like
Yeah.
recently we've been in the hanging out together, so
Oh,
They
okay.
say that,
Exactly.
and then you say the word "hi" randomly in the message, and they're like, "Oh God, what did I?"
Like,
do?"
oh,
I
God,
know.
oh,
I'm about to say, I'm like, if this
God.
kid's already intimidated by you reaching out to him, the moment he sees that message pop up, he's like, shit.
Hang on. But he passed the vibe check. So I
What'd he say?
reached out to him and I was like, hey, like I figured here, I can even fucking pull this shit up. I was like,
boy.
hey, I figure see. Fuck. Oh, where is he? Okay. I said, hey there. You've been talking to my sister for a while now.
Damn,
So I
they
figured this
already
is a good time
threatened.
to tell you. I own a purple flirp colored Ultra Lord shirt.
For real?
Yeah, and he said, "Oh snap! And you trust me with this information? I'm honored."
I'm
and I said that was
dead.
the only correct answer. Heart, like I'm honored.
You sent him a heart?
Yeah, he
The
passed
fuck
the vibe
dog?
check. It's not a heart.
I'm kidding.
Like,
Yeah, I know, it's just
Oh,
funny.
oh,
it's not a
oh.
heart.
No, I think it's funny because Locche does the same, or you do the same thing with Locche when he says something that's like not even anything.
Yeah, he'll go also
Not
and then change
even
the subject in the middle of the conversation. Locche
Also-
pivots real well.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. We'll have him on one day if he wants to be here.
One day, so you guys can meet him.
One short
He's really
day.
cool. I
He's
think
pretty.
you guys would like him. As if he's not been on the show before.
Wait, so
Wait, Michael hasn't been.
No, I was talking about Locche.
Oh, Locche.
Oh, see, that made sense for
What was
no.
that? You didn't have a sentence. You started the sentence and didn't have a way to end it.
Mm-mm.
we have gone past the point of understatements.
This was fun. This was a nice little chill cast after a weird week. But thank
Yeah.
you so much, Nevermore, for joining us. Also, like you literally met us 2 days ago, and you were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll be in our goddamn podcast, idiot." We
Yeah,
appreciate
it's okay.
that.
I have no idea what these are, so no worry.
Yeah, we're just having a good time. So let's
Yeah.
actually go into our checkouts then, since we're at our time for today. We'll go backwards from how we started. So I'll start. That's me. I'm like low energy, still comfortable though. Low because I'm tired, but I feel good. This is a fun time. And my new rose is getting to hang out more with Nevermore.
I
Aw,
thought we wanted more, not nevermore.
it'll be
fucking
forevermore. Soon
It will
enough.
be
Forevermore. That's
Oh,
my
I love it.
favorite
Paramore
Beauty and the
album?
Beast song. Oh. But that's Mine was a fact, but that's a good bit.
Mine was real.
Is it ever? It's probably not even forever. It's probably evermore. I don't know.
Forevermore?
Someone help. Did you share that we were going to Wicked?
I did not share that we're going to Wicked. We're
We're
going to
going to
fucking
Wicked.
I figured we'll have a duos before Wicked.
yeah, we
that
will.
talk about theater and shit.
Musical. Yeah, hell
Theater and
yeah.
shit, Theater
Theater
and
and
shit.
shit.
Theater and
Theater
shit.
and shit. And theater and shit. Okay.
It's gonna be great. I love it. Lumi,
Nah.
what's your checkout?
Hi.
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 Medium, high, medium, between. I'll give it a I'll give it an 8.
I get
Medium,
it.
Give him an 8.
Give me an 8.
Guys, give her an 8.
What was that?
Bling.
Energy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a number 8? High comfortability. There you go.
There it is. Any new roses?
Why? We don't do roses and bullets.
No, I had a new rose. It was continuity. Continuity.
Oh, okay. Any new
Just
roses?
kidding. You don't need to have a new rose.
We'll
It's fine.
see.
Cool. We'll
I don't know what that
see.
means.
It's ominous as shit.
There's no new roses yet.
She's like,
It's
we'll
about their toes.
see.
It's very positive, but also ominous. I feel a little scared in the best way.
Excuse me. Yeah. Keep them.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Cliffhanger, because they're that interested.
Yep, absolutely. Tomson, did you check out?
Shit. I didn't think of another rose either, though. Just FYI.
You don't have to have one. It was a
I
bit.
say, like, I was clearing my throat too because I was buying time. No,
Fine.
I'm pretty good, honestly. I mean, like, obviously, it's 12. It's late, but like, it's like, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm in a happy spot. It's nice. It was a nice talk.
Oh,
I love
It
Tomson.
was a very
Tomson's my
nice,
favorite.
relaxing.
Tomson is my
atmosphere.
favorite. Tomson, you
Nevermore.
feel like. Hold on.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on. Sorry,
Nevermore. Go ahead. After you, please.
Tomson.
No, please.
Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Talk now.
Oh, how are we going? Who's
Talk
going?
now.
I
Talk
said
now. You alright?
no. My my fucking headset went boop boop. Mic off. I didn't touch anything.
It just said fuck this shit.
What's
Your
fuck's
face?
happening?
Funny.
What was I saying? Oh, when we met Tomson and I fucking love this kid. I told Tex that he feels like a favorite cousin to me.
Yeah,
feel
you
it.
have the feeling of like this is my favorite little cousin.
Oh, I love it.
So we have
Tori's a
one
little
cousin.
baby, but I'm happy.
Tori, do you have a checkout? Do you want to check out from
Tori, you have a
the spirit
checkout?
realm?
Tori's fine.
She's like, ooh.
It's like, ooh, no, I'm okay.
Okay, cool. I'll check out for Locche. Locche's probably high comfortable because he figured out his homework stuff.
That's
Good
awesome.
job.
Good for Locche.
I'm gonna have him comment and tell us if I was right or not. I'm right though.
Put him in the comments.
Look at me, I'm right.
Put
Speaking
him
of
in
the
the
comments,
Put
comments.
him in the
Yes, the comments.
comments. Put him in a little box and send him to the comments. God damn it.
Also, check out with us in the comments. So we want to see if you have any shareables.
Shareables. I love
Yeah.
shareables.
I love sharing my bowls.
Oh my goodness. I love that new cereal called Shareables.
Shareables.
Sponsored by Shareables.
Ooh, I love
My
the
gerbil.
Shareables. My brand.
Well, now that he's back, do you want to ask him real quick if that was accurate?
He gave thumbs up.
There you go.
Nevermore, last but definitely not least. Thank you again so much for doing this with us. It means a lot to us. What's your checkout?
I'm closer to a 4. I'm very comfortable still. but I've
Okay.
been- yeah. So, I don't know if anything's new either, to be honest.
Cool beans.
Positivity for today. Very
Oh my
nice, very
God.
cool. And then new was not. I guess something happened.
Sorry, ignore me. My
Someone
cat pulled my mic off my desk and knocked down my drink.
Oh.
Medic! I'm just kidding. Medic! medic. I'm calling for medic in my house.
Bloody murder! Bloody murder!
He was screaming bloody murder. Bloody murder. Bloody That's a great way to be done. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our podcast. It's honestly one of the best parts of my week, and I hope that we're even a little part of your week. Have a beautiful fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm. We'll see you guys next time.
Drink a drink. Touch some grass.
Oranges
Or
are
a
good.
person.
Hug a
But, like with
Tenderly.
consent, of
With
course.
consent, very tenderly, please.
Firmly grasp it.
With consent, grasp it. But firmly.
Confirmly. Confirmly grasp it.
Firmly.
Confidently into
Okay,
the
we're
straight-
Consensually grasp. Confirmly grasp.
Make
Here
Craig
we
leave.
go.
Craig, go.
All right, yeah. Just grab it, Full force. Consensually, of course.